Alright, welcome in everybody. This is patch day. Hope you are excited just like me. But this will be the last cast I have on the old patch. So I hope you enjoy it. This is going to be a cast featuring, in the blue vanguard here, this is Chat Has Me Hostage. This is Smile. Smile, Smile. You're on my cast today. And his opponent in the red celestial doing the Arcship dance. This is Saika. And Saika is our star today. Not to say Smile's not our star too. But these replays came to me via the grapevine once again. And ultimately from Smile's giant log of games. But I was told that Saika has been playing some interesting Celestial on the ladder, and maybe will be worthwhile for us to check out one of his games. So we're going to do that here. So far is open with an expansion, a couple power banks, and a creation chamber. And we see another prism rallying here. I didn't see the purifier, which is a common opener. You get an extra prism. We don't have one of those. But we do have a scout on the map for Smile. And that scout's looking to see what's going on in the Celestial base. Of course, Celestials are a little bit tricky to scout because sometimes you get this. It's like, what? There's nothing here. There's just an array and some prisms. Now, this dog probably will get absolutely nothing done. Not even scratch the paint on this array. That can heal very quickly. And so the dog, the scout just runs away. Didn't even scout this part of the base. So didn't see what Saika had ready for him, which was 2 Argents, who had already cleared this camp, I think, with the help of a Sovereign's Watch, I imagine. It's a hedgehog out, or 2 hedgehogs out for Smile. And they're playing Ring Around the Rosie with the Shadow Mastiffs. This might be the last time we have to watch some players wrestle with the Shadow Mastiffs. I shouldn't say that actually, because those same models and probably a lot of the skills have been added to the new reward structure in the Stormgates. And if you haven't read the patch notes yet, well, you'll probably figure it out tomorrow. And I will be hopefully having a game or a couple games. See what kind of replays I can find after the patch goes live. Oh, that scout. Look how close he was to the cabbage. Oh. And with that said, if you're playing today and you have some cool replays that you think, hey, this was a cool game that shows off the Stormgate features or anything, any of the new features, new characters, new models, whatever it might be, send it my way. And I should have a 0.5 video up tomorrow. Hedgehogs get on top of the Argents and do a real good job of killing 3 or 4 of them. A few of them getting under the Arcship, getting those healing rays, powering up with the power banks, and the Hedgehogs decide maybe they don't want to fight now. This is a good harass, trying to take out that creation chamber while staying at range and just luring the Argents in close enough to pick 1 or 2 off. Really good back and forth here. I think, yeah, so that creation chamber goes out. 4 arc ships. Oh, 4 morph cores. I didn't notice the second arc ship up there. Is that a big threat? I don't know. What's their damage at these days? 2 damage. Unless they're against light. Well, these are all light units. So I guess those were kind of... I guess morph cores are good against hedgehogs. Personally, I didn't think morph cores were very good against anything. Hedgehogs are good against prisms when they siege up like that. And here comes some Argents. 3 Argents, that's not a... Yeah, they're going to get picked off here. Smile doing a great job so far. I like how the scouts are in there too. It's kind of just a little bit of a tank in the front for the hedgehogs. Of course, the scouts have been cleaned up now. And Cancel's going down on the Legion Hall to get the Morph Core back. Morph Core's above trying to deal damage to that one. There's one sieged up hedgehog there fighting the Morph Cores. And the Morph Core actually took it down. So that is going to show you that the Morph Core is actually pretty good. Nice focus fire there to take out a weak hedgehog by Saika. And wow, the Morph Cores are doing it. Saika with the Morph Core power. And that's a hold. That's a hold. Now going back to making the Legion Hall. Do we have Seraphim coming out of there? Yes, we do. Really nice opening harass. Almost an all-in from Smile. Maybe it is an all-in. I'm not sure here. He's got two solared up mech bays making hedgehogs. And we don't... Oh, here we have... Okay. Maybe they're just long-distance mining. Or maybe there's a micro battle going on over here as the hedgehogs are trying to kill off the Argents despite taking fire above from Morph Cores and Seraphim. Yeah, the hedgehogs sadly lost that battle. Nice body block by the Argents to keep that one hedgehog in. And unfortunately, it looks like all the hedgehogs here might be going down. But for the moment, Smile pulls back. His workers have still not yet made a base. Definitely doesn't have the money to do that. So this has been an all-in. And at this point, it's looking really bad as the supplies tell a lot of the tale there. But it doesn't look like it's going to have to last much longer as Saika has decided, I'm coming across the map. Where are you at? Promote trying to keep that alive, but it does not as the scout goes down as well. The remaining hedgehogs try and come in here, but there's just so many more units for Saika. Nice Argent play with some Seraphim above to clean up the hedgehogs. And that's going to be the end of this one. Alright, we're back. We're going to have a second game between these two. Once again, shout out Smile for playing all these games and making his replays public. So in the blue, this is Smile. And this chat still has him hostage and probably will for the rest of the year. Sorry, Smile. Hope you got a smile. And this is saika in the red Celestial. Looks like opening fairly similar with the, I think Morph Core, we didn't look exactly, but the Morph Core went into the array there. We just saw a creation chamber go down, power bank, and just mining prisms back home. So the question is Smile going to do the same thing? Already doesn't look like it. We have a Lancer out, so we know that the barracks is actually being used for something, and we do have a biokinetics lab on the way. So that means bio is probably the way to go. Another Lancer pops. Maybe we're going to see some kinetic redirect coming out of here. We'll see. We'll see. Two chambers here. Argent and a Morph Core. And Saika last time used those Morph Cores in a real creative way. And now I'm starting to look at the Morph Cores in a different light. Like 3 Morph Cores here. And is it 2 arc ships? No, that's only 1 arc ship. But we do have 3 Morph Cores. I want to see what kind of DPS they're going to put down. Oh, they're actually pretty good. Really good, actually. And that's because these units must count as light. Shadow Mastiff. What's going on with that Shadow Mastiff? What's this? His cooldown? That's curious. I've never clicked on a creep like that before, I don't think, or looked at it. I was trying to look at its keywords and such. 3 more chambers going down here. Speedy little Argents running back and forth after they got that speed up charge. Oh, and look at some speedy little Lancers too. Also with their little speedy legs. Nope, slowed down. They got all winded. Uh-oh. Argent's coming up behind the Lancers. The Lancers have to pull out. One of them pays the price. And the Argents say, fine, we're just going to clean up what you left us. One Argent microed back. And well done to preserve that Argent. And there goes the creep. Most of the Argents without power that'll have to take a second there to recharge up. We got a flak cannon on the defense. And a few Argents here moving to take over the speed camp. Oh, it's just all speedy little Argents running around. It's pure Argent, like it's 0.1. I don't remember when it was all Argent, but Argents are back, baby. Argents are back. If you're playing 0.42, then you have about an hour or two before the patch. So get your Argent built in now. But if it's post-patch for you, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope the Stormgates are storming or gating, whichever is more in tune with your style. And yeah, let me know how it goes. Again, send me some replays if you got them and you think that the public might want to see what you got. We've got Exos being added here to the Lancers. 6 Lancers, 4 Exos. Nice round numbers there. I like that. And it looks like the Quick Draw Hustle still on the way, as well as Photoreceptors. While this Argent ball just scooting around, cleaning camps, and getting bigger and bigger by the second. Now, this might be your last chance to play with these, let's call them classic Argents, as there's been some fairly big changes. Whoa, hold that. Here are some Lancers. Connect, redirect, triggering so they can try and run away, but a few go down. Yes, the Argents have changed. There will be no more photocapacitors, not receptors. I keep calling them that. That's something else. That's something in your eyeballs. And it will be really interesting to see the new Argent. I think the new Argent design is pretty cool. These Lancers, where are you going, silly Lancers? They're going for a scout run. Are the trees down? Not yet, no. They're just seeing what's going on in the base. And another Lancer just hiding behind the mine. Oh, they did find the Purifier, but nope, you're gonna die. Argents get you. And let's all regroup. All the Argents in the middle. Maybe a few are leading the charge. The rest of the Argent ball is along the way. These ones are going straight to that speedy, or the health camp here. And now we're going to have, ooh, there are some medtechs added here, but it's mostly Exos, as the Lancers were caught out earlier. Ooh, nice concave from the Argents. Managing to get on top of a lot of those, get some damage done. Looks like killed a couple units, maybe a medtech and an Exo. Ooh, and Seraphim added. So this strategy from Saika is very similar to the Dale Cooper one. It's not exactly the same. But it's a very late Seraphim. Seraphim are coming out after 6 or 7. I say late compared to the recent meta, which is to maybe rush Seraphim and harass with them early. This build is more about being safe with your Argents, getting the whole map, and then coming in with your Seraphim afterwards for the harass if they're not ready for it, maybe picking up a little here and there. Trying to keep the army in the base, maybe while you keep your map control. The Seraphim aren't the main part of this build, but they are important to this build. And the other thing we see in this build are these Animancers coming in that I think this is sort of the late game goal, is to get out some Animancers, get some storms happening, some, Dark Prophecies, which are going to help really destroy a bio army like this for sure. Nice med station there. That's the Vanguard's healing camp on the mobile, I guess. Seraphim getting chewed through by the Exos, but the Argents, oh no. Animancers maybe get a little too forward, but they get a couple good Dark Prophecies. Land another good Dark Prophecy, and so many weak Exos here come running around into the med station, which is, that's what it's there for. And then, are we going to see a couple more Dark Prophecies? Yes, one goes down. That did force the units to zone out of the med station. And that means the med station goes down. And it looks like Saika's going to just rotate around back the outside. I didn't notice there, but there is a little scanner there on the tree. Nice Dark Prophecy in the mineral line. Catches a few units. Actually, it looks like it got the Lancer that was coming out of the Buzzsaw Cannon. And a few medtechs going down, and that's going to be it. It said Saika left the game there, but I'm pretty sure that was GG from Smile. So I hope you enjoy the patch, everybody. Send me your replays.